Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Antonio Vera, and my group members are Ariana Encalada and Carol Sandoval. We're going to be presenting the urban sprawl focus in Chelsea and Kensington in London City. Let me show you the PowerPoint presentation. So we can go through this topic. Oh, let me close. Okay, guys, can you see my slides?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So first, we are going to know the London Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, home to some of the richest people in the world, located in the west central area of the Greater London. Chelsea is a lively and elegant district of the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, situated between the River Thames and Fulham Road, Sloane Street and Chelsea Harbour. This area features landmarks like the Royal Hospital Chelsea, the National Army Museum, the World's End Estate, King's Road, the Royal Brompton Hospital, the Saatchi Gallery, and Duke of York Square, in addition to its typical red brick houses. Predominantly a highly urbanized area, Kensington and Chelsea covers around 1,200 hectares.
The Royal London Borough of Kensington and Chelsea has outlined trends and change in the environment and highlights some of the work being carried out in the local areas to improve the environment and people's experience of it. The report has been compiled as an extension of the London State of the Environment report to provide a local focus on the boroughs and the health of their environment.
What needs to be done? The carbon footprint in Kensington and Chelsea is 13,581 tons CO2 per capita. This is in 2006, which will cost around £360 if valued using the shadow price of carbon 2009. This represents the cost to society of the damage caused by a ton of carbon emitted into the atmosphere. The sector with the highest contribution to its footprint is housing, and more especially its electricity, gas, and other fuels that are used at home. This carbon footprint is higher than the London average, which is 11.38 tons CO2 per capita, and the UK average of 12.12 CO2 per capita. Kensington and Chelsea Council declared climate emergency in October 2019 and adopted a new climate emergency action plan. This new climate emergency action plan sets out the Council response to the climate emergency and the collective action required to deliver the carbon neutral targets. Where it should be done? It should be done either if you're at home or if you're around the area. Every little thing that we do thinking about how we can benefit the sustainability of our neighborhood. Like another thing that we're encouraging to go walking or to go cycling to schools, to support car clubs. Our priorities are to lead and to reduce emissions from our contractors' operations, to empower residents to work in partnerships and with others to influence across the borough. When does it need to be done? Carbon reduction and climate change needs to be done by reducing carbon emissions at pace across the Council-owned states and operations to achieve the Council's net zero carbon targets by 2030. To work with community groups, residents, schools, and businesses to drive change and encourage them to climate actions in their local area to ensure the borough is carbon neutral by 2040. To develop a new climate emergency action plan using the carbon neutral pathways and route map as an evidence base. To ensure a transition to low the carbon economy which protects the most vulnerable, improves health and well-being, and tackles inequality.
Who should lead? The scale and pace required to new climate emergency action plan requires significant and bold action, and for everyone to be involved. For example, residents, community groups, schools, business, and council, to build a greener world and sustainable future. How should it be done? Reduce emission and please target the main sources of emissions such as building, commercial, and residential. Transport and waste, work with stakeholders across the borough to address and reduce emissions. Reduce exposure and increase resilience. Protect the natural environment while embracing the borough's resilience. Manage climate change risk from extreme weather events through sustainable adaptation measures, focusing on vulnerable people.
Show leadership and influence change. Lead by example and embed climate change in all decision-making where the Council has direct control, operation, buildings, procurement, planning policies, and more. Improve public awareness and understanding of the impacts of climate change. Lobby the Mayor of London, central government, and external bodies for more stringent standards and tighter regulations. Policy changes, funding and incentives for vulnerable residents and small businesses. Other option is put people first and tackle inequalities. Prioritize interventions and climate change actions that reduce health inequalities, deprivation, social injustice, and residents' exposure to climate change impacts, such as flooding, heat waves, and cold homes. Give the vulnerable and disadvantaged communities a better quality of life. Create a strong partnership and climate coalition steering group. Support, empower, and work with people who live, work, and study in the borough to take collective action. Build partnerships with residents' associations, key organizations, community groups, and local businesses across the borough to ensure they also respond to the climate emergency and identify the new climate initiatives. And the last option is monitor and report carbon emissions and the co-benefits of climate change. Report on an annual basis the carbon savings achieved through the Carbon Performance Report, including in-house and borough-wide emissions. Communicate to residents the co-benefits of climate actions, such as improvements to health and well-being, improve quality of food, improve equity and social cohesion, improve air quality, reduce dual poverty rates, economic benefits, new green jobs, green skills created, and more. The actions have been grouped into 6 categories. Buildings. Buildings and energy, sustainable transport and travel, waste and circular economy, leading by example, people and partnerships, and number 6, places and greener borough.
Why does it need to be done? The question is quite simple to answer. Sustainability improves the quality of our lives, protects our ecosystem, and preserves natural resources for future generations. It is also important for preventing our planet and natural resources like water and air. Building a sustainable future and cultivating sustainable ways of living will reduce pollution and protect habitats of plants and animals. Our conclusion is that at the end, this has provided us with valuable insights regarding the critical importance of our 3 pillars of sustainability, which are environmental, economic, and social. They can help us to pave a path towards sustainable future. Furthermore, we had the opportunity to acquire knowledge regarding the challenges that has all these 3 pillars face, like building a sustainable future, which is beyond preserving our natural world and resources. The ethos of sustainability and creating lasting change can be infused into sustainable practices and everyone's actions and everyday's actions. As a conclusion, we have seen that truly work towards sustainable development requires continuous and consistent collaborations from global businesses, government entities, non-profit organizations, and grassroots movements on an individual level, and learning about sustainability can make a world of difference. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.